What are the top 5 reasons why Etsy shops are failing or will fail in 2024? And I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5 right now. And hopefully you're not making them. And if you are, well, that's good because you're going to be able to correct that because you're here and you're watching this. So let's start with number 5. The very first one is, well, chasing trends. We've talked about this and we're going to continue to talk about this. And I'm going to constantly be talking about this because it's a big problem. It doesn't work anymore. And if it does work, I want you to think about it like, well, going into your convenience store and buying a scratch off. There's a chance you might win. You might win $50. You might win $100. You might win 1,000, maybe even $10,000. But what's your chances of winning again? Probably very, very low. I don't know what the statistics are, but it's probably very, very low. So chasing trends and just trying to hop on a product, don't care what niche it's in, don't care the type of product, don't care the design type. You just know that that is working for someone and then about 100 others that are going to follow here. So that's a big mistake that I want to see people avoid. And you're watching this, so that's good. So hopefully you can avoid that because it is going to become harder and harder to sell on Etsy because there's going to be a lot of people doing this. And then also along that same line there is people are doing that, but also they're doing it illegally because they're tapping into trademarked products or designs. Perfect example is Taylor Swift. Everyone is selling the Taylor Swift stuff. It's illegal. She's actually went after some of the shops and you can get shut down, you can get banned, and heck, you can even get sued. So that is the first one. Actually, it's number 5 on my list. Let's get to number 4. The next one is Etsy SEO. People still think that that's all you got to do is just basically come up with great keywords, put them in your title, put them in your description, put a nice image in there, and go ahead and list your item. And the SEO gods of Etsy are going to come in and go, there you go. We're going to put you up there, put you in the number 1 spot. Why? Because, well, we like you. No, that's not how it's going to work. It's never really worked that way, but it has been easier. It's going to get harder for a couple of different reasons. Number 1, there's a lot more sellers and they're coming in every single day. So that's the first reason. The second reason is Etsy knows that the algorithm is trying to be manipulated because, well, people want to get to the top. So they're going to tighten down on their algorithm so it can't be manipulated. But the main thing that needs to be understood is that one of the main drivers to getting ranked and getting your SEO game on is to get sales. Etsy is trying to run a business just like you are, and they're trying to make money. And they're going to push listings that are getting sales. And that brings me to the conversion rate. So if you have 100 people come to your listing and 1 person buys, that's a 1% conversion rate. If you've got someone else that has 100 people, those same 100 people, and they have 4 people that buy, they have a 4% conversion rate. What one do you think that Etsy is going to put ahead of each other? The 4%, right? Of course. So that's what we need to be focusing on. Number 1, getting sales. And then getting sales, we also need to work on getting higher conversions. So you can always help your conversions and work on your conversions. And one easy thing to do is get more reviews. I say it's easy, but that is a simple thing. Take care of your customers, do some good follow-up, and get reviews. And that will increase the conversions. Moving on to number 3 on the list. Not validating products. Oh, this is a big one. This, every time that I get an email from someone that will say, Scott, I've been at this thing for 6 months. I've put up products. I've followed all of the rules and what I'm supposed to be doing. And this guru told me this, and I did that. And I just haven't gotten any sales. And then I'll ask them, well, what did your product research look like? How many sales is your competition getting? Oh, well, they're getting like 10 sales, maybe a day. Okay, that's good. That's 10 sales a day. That's good. Okay. What about your next competitor? Oh, there really isn't anybody else. So we don't have any other proof other than someone's getting 10 sales per day. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that there's enough demand for you and some other sellers, not just there's just that there, right? There's only 10 sales to be had. So that's a big one. Doing good product validation to make sure that you have products that are getting searched for, but that have enough demand on a monthly basis. Moving on to number 2 on the list, and that is poor designs. So once again, you can have a product that's listed just like everyone else, but you're wondering, why am I not getting any sales? Well, yes, it's the same type of product over here that you're competing with. And you saw that it validated great. It's got really good numbers and there's a lot of searches happening for that. And there's a lot of sales happening for that, but yours isn't selling. We got to look at, well, is your design good or do people not like your design? Sometimes this kind of hurts inside here because we've spent so much time on it. But that's a big mistake that I see a lot of people making is they don't look at their product as a customer. So if that is the case and you're like, well, I don't know, I think mine's okay, but you've had no sales, that could be proof that the design is not good. Or you might just want to ask some people that will be honest with you. All right. But you have to compare apples to apples. If you see a product design that's selling well, you have to ask yourself, why is it selling well? Or maybe it's not even the product design. Maybe it's the way that you're presenting the product. Maybe it's the mock-up. Maybe it's the image that you put out there to let people see the product. So that's the second, one of the bigger ones, because, well, if you have a product that has good demand, good search, but you're not getting any sales, doesn't matter what you do unless you have a design that people are actually going to want to buy. Number 1 on the list, and this here I see done so much, and this is where we need to fix this. And you need to ask yourself this question. Are you targeting a niche? Are you? Are you focusing on a market that has good demand, not just one product? Are you a one product business or are you a product that sells multiple products to the same customer? Because if you're not, well, you're going to be just chasing sale after sale after sale from different individuals. So focusing on too many niches, and I hear this all the time where it's like, you know, you're out there throwing spaghetti at the wall, seeing what sticks. That's a problem. Okay. And that's a problem that can be fixed. So I would encourage you to look at your business, as a brand. What niche can you focus on that you have a customer that would buy once, twice, 3 times, and maybe repeatedly over and over and over again, year after year? And that's one of the biggest mistakes, because if we don't have that right, it's going to be really, really hard to have a sustainable business versus going out there and just, you know, launching a t-shirt that's trending and here's another product that's trending and here's another product that's trending. And you're just hopping on trends, right? It's going to be really, really hard to make that model work versus finding that one niche, multiple products, and building a business around that. All right. That's my 5 reasons why people are probably going to fail and continue to fail. And hopefully they'll stumble on this video and they'll be able to fix them and come out ahead and really take that time that they are focusing on, well, maybe launching a whole bunch of different products and focusing on that one niche, that one customer.